What's up, everyone? We're here with some Thursday night NFL Showdown picks. The game is the New York Giants at the Washington Redskins. Both teams are 0-1 on the year. We're looking at a 40-point over and under total. And I think the Redskins are a slight favorite in the game. Let's go ahead and get right into it. It's a tough game to kind of pick for me. So we're going to look at the picks I'm making today. It's going to be for a cash game lineup. It's going to be a lineup for a cash game. Let's get right into it. You have Daniel Jones, who's the highest priced player on the slate at 15.6. You have Taylor Heinicke, Barkley, who is questionable at 15,000. I'm not sure if Barkley's going to play tonight. It's a short week coming off an injury. Not sure if he's going to play. The fourth highest player at the captain position is Gibson, the running back for Washington, at 14.4. And Terry McLaurin is next at 13.5. Kenny Galladay, 12.3. Galladay really didn't come through in that his first game, coming off he'd been having hamstring problems. And then you have Sterling Shepard, who had a big game against Denver at 12,000. So let's get right into it. I do not like too much about the Giants in this game. I think they're facing one of the tougher defenses in the league, who are going to be pretty ticked off because they lost their game to San Diego. And I think the defense is really going to get after Jones. So at my captain position, I'm going to choose the Washington quarterback, Taylor Heinicke. One thing I like to do, if I get one quarterback in the lineup, I like to get the other quarterback. So even though I'm not sure Jones is going to have a great night, I think he will be able to. Washington showed that you can move the ball on them. They do tighten up around the goal line, but it shows that you can move the ball on them between the 20s. And I'm going to take Daniel Jones. I'm also going to take the best receiver, I think, on the Washington side, which is Terry McLaurin. In the last game, I think he was targeted. Let's check this information. Yeah, he was targeted 4 times. He caught all his, all 4 for 62 yards. I expect him to have a bigger game tonight. Tyler Heinicke's going to throw the ball to him. He's wide receiver number 1 for Washington. He's going to see it. I think he sees more than 4 targets tonight. At the other flex position, I'm going to choose another Washington receiver. Some may look at it as a punt. I'm not really looking at it as a punt, but it's going to be Dyami Brown. He's a rookie, 3rd-round pick. He's only 1,400 on DraftKings. He played 93% of the snaps in the last game. That's a lot. He's really looking like wide receiver number 2, at least for week 1. I don't think he's going to split time with Cam Sims. That was, one of the things last week. You didn't know if he was going to split time with Cam Sims, but I think he kind of set himself apart. He only had 1 catch out of 4 targets, but he played 93% of the snaps. I'm going to get him into my lineup at 1,400. I guess it could be looked at as kind of a punt in some ways, but I think we can get a lot of value. He definitely has a lot of upside. So Mr. Brown is someone I'm going to get into my lineup tonight at one of the flex positions. I'm also going to take what I think is Washington's best receiver, who is Sterling Sharp. He's 8,000. Sharp had a good game. He had 7 catches for 113 yards. Galladay, their WR1, has been hampered by a hamstring. Didn't play well in the first game of the season. He did catch 4 or 6 targets for 64 yards. Seemed like him and, Matt Jones just don't have the chemistry yet. Not saying it won't happen, but I just think that still Sterling Sharp is probably the better of the receivers this week because Sterling is in the slot. Washington's going to rush. Daniel Jones is going to be looking to get that ball out of his hands pretty quick. Usually the slot receiver has a favorable matchup, and he's closer to Jones. I just think Jones will go to Sharp a lot in this game. Hopefully we'll see another 100-yard game out of him. So for the next flex position, tell you, I'm going to go with the Washington football defense. Daniel Jones in his 28-game career has fumbled the ball 30 times. Now, I'm sure he's working on it, but the numbers say that Daniel Jones is going to put the ball on the ground. 30 fumbles in 28 games. That's quite a few fumbles. I think the Washington defense is going to be pretty ticked off, and I think they're going to come out to play. So the Washington defense is the last flex position that I'm going to fill. Now, this lineup I only suggest for a cash game lineup. If you're using tournaments, you're going to have to mix it up a little bit. Heinicke is going to be highly owned. Also, another thing to look at is if Barkley doesn't play, which he's still questionable halfway, midday, the day of the game. Another running back to look at is going to be Devontae Booker. Booker is 2,800, I think. Yeah, Booker's 2,800. But to me, I don't see rostering any New York Giants running back. I just don't think Washington defense is very good against the run. I just do not see it, as being a good choice. But Devontae Booker is, he's 2,800. If Barkley doesn't play, which I'm not going to roster Barkley at all because I don't like the defense he's playing. I don't like the way he looked last week. And, it may be just a late scratch before the game where they say he's not going to play at all. Booker is someone to look at. His uptick will go up. If in a tournament, I think he's worth taking a shot on if you're doing a tournament with multiple lineups. But in a cash game, I don't think that would be a good choice. So, hey, that was a quick lineup for today. A little recap here. We're going with Heinicke as the captain. In our flex position, we're going with Jones, McLaurin, Brown, Shepard, and the Washington football team. Hey, if my picks help you, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And again, good luck tonight. Hope this video helped you. See you on the next video.